Hey, how are you? So recently on 15th of April, for most of you, those who are S corporations and LLCs, for most of you, those who are pass-through entities, we paid the first quarter estimated PTET tax, pass-through entity tax for the year 2023. We have discussed how the PTET tax works in the past, what are the advantages and benefits, but one of my clients requested that I make another video and try and explain the PTET concept again with the help of an example and send it to him. And he wanted me to send that explanation in a video so that he can forward that video to his partners and to his friends, and thereby simplify how PTET tax works. So today I'm trying to do exactly that. This is my attempt of explaining the PTET tax again and trying to simplify it as much as possible with the help of an example. I hope you like it. Hey Dr. How are you? Hope all is well. It's your CPA Manish here today on 18th of April 2023. And this is about PTET taxes, pass-through entity tax. I'm so glad you asked the question. It is very confusing and very involved for a lot of taxpayers. Not only taxpayers, it is very confusing and very involved for a lot of CPAs also. Not all CPAs get how PTET tax work and how much advantages they are for their clients. For many CPAs, it took them a couple of years to understand the benefits. So I don't blame you when you are confused about it and you need to understand PTET tax in more detail. So I'm really glad, I'm really happy you asked that question. And I'm going to answer this thing in as short and as simple way as possible. Okay. The easiest way to understand this is by way of an example. If you look at PTET through the lens of an example, you will better understand what advantages you have because of PTET tax. Okay. So let's take an example. Let's take an example where you have a source of income from New Jersey. It could be New Jersey, it could be New York. PTET tax is there in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, everywhere. So let's say you have a source of income from New Jersey, and from that source you have a taxable income of $1 million. So let's assume you got a source of income from New Jersey where you're getting a taxable income of $1 million. Okay. On this $1 million, you will be paying highest taxes in federal, which is 37%. And let's assume you're paying 10% taxes to New Jersey state also. Okay, so on this $1 million, you're paying 37% to federal and you're paying 10%, which is $100,000 to New Jersey. Okay, let's keep this example in mind and let's take it from here. So say you do not do the PTET tax, pass-through entity tax. If you do not do pass-through entity tax on this $1 million, you're going to pay 37% to federal and $100,000 to New Jersey. Okay. But if you do the pass-through entity tax, then this $100,000 that you're paying to New Jersey, you do not have to pay this from your personal bank accounts, but you have to pay this from the business bank account, from the bank account of that source of income. So where you got this $1 million from, you will have to pay this $100,000 to New Jersey from that business account. From that business account. Okay. What will this do? This will still keep your New Jersey taxable income to the same $1 million as before. This will still keep your New Jersey income at the same $1 million as before. Okay. So your New Jersey taxes, 10%, 100,000 will still remain as before. Okay? But on the federal side, this source of income, which was $1 million, when you paid your New Jersey PTET from that $1 million, your taxable income for federal taxes will now come down to $900,000. And now that 37% federal taxes that you were paying, initially you were paying on $1 million, now you will not pay on the $1 million. Now you will pay on the reduced amount, on the 900,000. So now you are paying that 37% less on that $100,000 that you saved. So on that 100,000, you saved 37%. That is a $37,000 saving on the federal level. That is the magic of PTET tax. Okay. So if you pay PTET tax, what happens is the New Jersey taxes, which you were going to pay anyways, but from your personal account, instead of using personal account, you use the business account. Because you use the business account, there is no change in New Jersey taxes, New Jersey income. But for federal point of view, instead of $1 million, now you paid state taxes of 100,000. So your taxable amount for federal came down to 900. And now on that 100,000, you have to pay 37% less taxes. So you end up paying you end up saving $37,000 in federal tax. That is the magic of PTET. Okay, there is one more thing that I need to mention here, and that is the PTET taxes that are paid from the business. The owners get credit for those taxes on their personal returns. So in our example, this 100,000 New Jersey taxes, which are paid from the business, even though they are paid from the business, you will individually, personally, as the owner of that business, get credit of that 100,000 that the business paid on your behalf. Okay, so that is important to mention that in New Jersey, the taxable income remains million, the taxes remain 100,000, but that 100,000 is already paid by the business. You will get the credit of whatever business already paid for you or paid on your behalf. So that 100,000 they pay on your behalf, you get credit for that on your personal return. So it's not like you have to pay 100,000 and business has to pay another 100,000. No, it's the same 100,000. Once the business pays, you get credit of that. You do not have to pay it again. It's not like you have to pay twice. Okay. In other words, you get to take a deduction on the federal income taxes, and then whatever you paid in PTET taxes, the same payment you get to take credit on your personal returns also. So I get to take a deduction for something and thereby reduce my federal taxes, and the same payment I can also take as a credit on my personal returns. This is amazing. It is like having your cake and eating it too. Take the deduction also and take a credit also. This is unheard of in income tax codes, right? So that is amazing. I hope this explanation helps. If there is any follow-up questions you have, or any of your partners have, or any of your friends have, please refer them to me directly. It would be my pleasure to explain all these things to them and address any more questions or concerns or anxieties that they might have. Okay, doctor, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.